The Lanmao is what you would call a vintage Chinese brand, and it does have some classic designs in the looks of it. It's quite, some would say, an old-fashioned looking watch. This doesn't have a designation, it's just the Lanmao. So, without any further ado, let's have a look at this thing. Good day to you all, and welcome back to another BBW review. So this is the Lanmao. There's no designation, there's no number, just the Lanmao. And it's available in navy blue, yellow, and this one, which is quite close to a Tiffany blue, which is why I bought it. I've read and heard that this brand is quite difficult to find outside China. So I bought it within China, in Shenzhen, and postage and packed, it costs just $14. And so what do you get for $14? Let's go over the dimensions. It's quite a small watch. It's only 35.5 millimeters across the diameter. It has a 42 millimeter lug length from lug to lug, and an 18 millimeter lug width. So you may have a small problem finding straps for this one. The height from base to the domed crystal, and it is quite a domed crystal, is 12 millimeters. And I should point out that although the body is stainless steel, slightly brushed all around, the actual crystal itself is acrylic. And I've already dropped it on the floor, and you might be able to see a hairline crack at the top. So, well, it is plastic, but it does take some bashing. But when the plastic goes, I'm not sure what to do, because it is quite difficult to find this watch. The crown itself is 5.8 millimeters, and on the supplied leather strap weighs just 33 grams. So let's go over the details on the dial. So as you can see, you have a lovely Tiffany dial, or I think it's closest Tiffany you can get. And it's quite an old watch, but still available. So they were doing Tiffany before other brands were doing Tiffany. The hands themselves are loomed. The hour's a bit shorter than it should be. The minute, I guess the minute's also a bit shorter than it should be, but it's okay. And as you can see from the second hand, with the loomed arrow tip, it's a Mechaquartz with I believe, 4 ticks per second on that. So it's quite smooth. A bit strange to see on a watch that costs just $14. And it's nicely done, the second hand is nicely done in red with, as I say, that loomed arrow tip pointer there. The numerals themselves are applied in silver. You have a silver ring around the chapter ring and printed buttons for the minutes. Let's zoom in there a bit. What does that say? I can't quite make that out. Okay, it's just numbers there. And I have no idea what the Chinese characters stand for. So on the chapter ring, you have 5-minute markers every 5 minutes. And below the 12, you have the Lanmao logo, which is an anchor, and the name. And above the 6, you have Chinese characters, which I'm not sure what that means. Now, let's have a look at the movement of this. So the position in the minute hand over the 12, pressing in the crown, no jump. I'll do that again. So pressing in the minute hand, no jump, so quite a good movement. And as I say, it is a Mechaquartz, so quite smooth for being so. And surprisingly, it is quite old, so it's quite strange to see a Mechaquartz movement in a watch of this age. But nice touch anyway. And here it is on the wrist. And at 35.5 millimeters in diameter, it's sure to fit absolutely anyone. It doesn't lie that flat. The case, as you can see, is kind of curved, but it doesn't lie as flat as it should do for such a small diameter watch. But it does fit okay. There's no overhang, obviously, of a watch of this diameter. And with that acrylic crown, you do get a nice distortion. It's very nice. Completely legible in any lighting. I've never had a problem reading the time with this watch, regardless indoors or outdoors and what time it is. Again, the case being stainless steel is a nice touch and is slightly brushed all around with maybe slightly polished chamfers around here. So quite a classic looking case, nothing special. And there you have it, the Lanmao, and no number, no name, just the Lanmao. And there you have it, the Lanmao, no number, no name, just a Lanmao. And for $14 for a vintage Chinese watch with a Mechaquartz movement, I think is quite a bargain. There's absolutely nothing to complain about, but this is the first watch I have with a plastic cover or plastic crystal, and it's already taken a knock and a crack, which I hope to buff out soon, but not a deal breaker. And at 35mm it will fit anyone, absolutely anyone. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon with another watch on the green chair. Until then, as always, take it easy.